It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working that left side now. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Odom. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the wide receiver. The give to the single back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off play action on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Unloads quickly.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The give to the tailback.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Brooks. Pocket breaking down. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier set. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete on the right side. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. He just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one they were going to have their hands full trying to slow down this athletic quarterback. That time, they had their eyes in the wrong place. Quarterback got to the perimeter on the right, and it was just too...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Aggie. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Trying to set up the screen. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense set on first down. From the gun. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just...
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Got his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. He throws one to the left. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either. And that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Bringing the heat. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Texas A&M going quickly. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Dropping back, it's Brooks. A little screen to the running back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Brooks. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The lone back's got it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He unleashes a long one. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Aggies!
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Brooks. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. There are few things that can impact a game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Right back to him on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense got him at the 27. When you face a blitz on 3rd and 1, there's a chance for a big play, but they didn't get rid of the football.
No, and you blitz because you're thinking, I got to stop the run. I got to make sure they don't get 1 yard. And the offense tries to sneak it in there, be a little bit tricky. The defense has none of it and gets a huge stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun to give, looking for room. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Brooks. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It's complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together.
Fires toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Aggies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They build this.
I just want to say, I try to give you the Forrest L, man. I tried, bro.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a grab on the shot. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Alabama quickly back to the line. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Brooks. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
6 remain. Got it?
Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turn.
Nice Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Military stunt.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fears the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front, moving forward.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass, it's Brooks. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking left. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. To the air on 2nd down. Found a seam. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points.
Here we go.
He pulls it. Here he comes on the naked bootleg. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 50
put some super glue on the glove for the game.
Play in the passing game for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Gotta have the right cheat codes, bro.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw. It's Brooks. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. There he goes. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires.
GG's, bro. Appreciate you playing me this
I
early.
know both of these teams were ranked.
For these guys, I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got